This week I'm going to be asking you to plant a sunflower seed in the little planter that I gave to you. So I thought I'd read you a book about how it goes from a seed to a sunflower. It is seed to sunflower. What is a sunflower? A sunflower is a type of plant. Most plants have roots, stems, and leaves. Plants grow all over the world, except in the coldest and driest places. Most sunflowers have golden yellow petals. This is the petal right here. The colorful part is the petal. And here's a whole bunch of different plant parts that you can see. The flower is at the top there, and then we have the leaf, the stem, and the roots. And you can see the roots is the part that we don't normally see because it's underneath the soil or the dirt. Stems grow up towards the light. They have leaves and flowers. Roots hold the plant in the soil and they soak up water. Plants need air, sunlight, and water to grow. The story of a sunflower. Sunflowers grow in yards and parks. Farms also plant them in fields so they can sell the seeds. A seed is no bigger than your fingernail, but each seed can grow into a tall sunflower. The story of how a seed grows into a plant is called a life cycle. We just learned about life cycle of a chicken, and this is the life cycle of a plant. First, it starts off, a sunflower has 3 stages in its life cycle. It starts off as a seed, and then the next is a sprout. And once you plant it in the soil, it starts to grow a little baby plant, which we call a sprout. And then it grows more and more into a flower. And then in the middle of the flower are going to become more seeds to make more sunflowers. Look at all those beautiful sunflowers. Inside a seed holds the beginnings of a new plant. It also contains food for the plant when it starts to grow. A sunflower seed has a hard shell. It may be black or black with cream stripes. Seeds grow in the middle of the flower head. If you open a sunflower seed, you can see the store of food inside. So in the middle of the sunflower, you're going to find, look how many seeds are just in one sunflower in the center. This giant redwood is the largest tree in the world. It is 4,500 feet. That's 115 meters tall. But its seeds are tiny. Each seed is only a few millimeters long. A redwood tree makes cones. Each cone holds many seeds. So inside of the cone are these little itty bitty seeds that make this huge tree. The first shoot. Now, a baby plant is sometimes called a shoot. When a sunflower seed is planted in soil and watered, it may begin to grow. This is called germination. The seed's outer shell softens and splits open. A tiny root grows from the seed down into the soil. Number 1, the seeds are planted in soil. Number 2, a shoot pushes through the soil, and you'll see something start to push up out of the soil. And the shoot grows a little bit bigger, and even the shell of the seed is sitting on top of it right there. And the outer shell of the seed falls off. So this part falls off. It's open now. A few days later, a shoot begins to grow. The young plant is called a seedling. So now it's called a seedling. 2 small leaves are open. Sprouting and growing. Once the seedling has leaves, it makes its own food. The leaves use sunlight to make food from air and water. The green leaves turn to face the sun. They collect as much sunlight as possible. Each leaf has tiny holes which let air into the leaf. All plants need water to make their own food and to grow. So they need those three things: sunlight, water, and air. The seedling's roots soak up water from the soil. The seedling grows bigger every day. It grows new leaves. As it grows, new leaves appear. A sunflower grows fastest in the first few weeks. The flower opens. In the summertime, a green flower bud forms. The bud opens up into a big yellow sunflower. So there's the little bud at first. And then it starts opening a little, and then even more. And then, ta-da. The flower has a flat center. The center holds the male parts and female parts of the flower. They are needed to make more seeds. First, the green leaves open, and then the petals. The male parts are called stamens. The female parts are called carpel. The stamen and the carpel. Yellow petals surround the flat center of the flower head. Butterflies and bees. Bees, butterflies, and other insects are attracted to flowers. They see the bright petals and smell their sweet nectar. Nectar is full of sugar. It is food for the butterflies. Stamens are covered in yellow powder called pollen. This insect sips the nectar. They are coated in pollen. Insects carry pollen from one plant to the carpels of another plant. Pollen sticks to the stiff hairs on a bee's legs. So see all that little yellow stuff? That's the pollen. It's sticking to their legs, and then they take it from plant to plant, helping new plants grow. New seeds grow. Grains of pollen grow down into the carpels. They join the egg inside the flower head. This is called fertilization. When the eggs have been fertilized, they become new seeds. The rest of the flower is no longer needed, so the petals fall off. Each sunflower head holds hundreds of seeds. Look at all those seeds that are ready to just come out. See that? By the end of the summer, the plant looks old and tired, but it is still alive. It is growing lots of healthy seeds. The seeds swell and turn black. The seeds are collected and used to make food for people and for pets. Spreading the seeds. Seeds are ripe and full of food. They fall to the ground or are eaten by birds. Squirrels and mice also eat sunflower seeds. They climb up stems to reach the seeds or collect them from the ground. They may drop the seeds or bury them. Birds crack open the seeds with their beak. Squirrels hide seeds in the ground. They may come back and eat them later. When spring comes, the seeds that are in good soil to germinate, they will grow into new plants, and the whole life cycle will begin again.